Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I originally came here ready to talk about Cardi B allegedly calling a 4-year-old toddler a B. Then my man hits me with, guess what? Diggs is going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, babe, I already told you that. So now I gotta hop on here and touch on a few different things. Because at this point, it's looking like Cardi B will be at the, yeah, I said it, Stefon's Super Bowl. And I meant that on purpose. Cardi B is going to the Super Bowl. And honestly, I wouldn't even be shocked if she pops out with Bad Bunny at this rate, especially since I've been following this page where athletes talk about sports like it's not even football. They call it entertainment, basically hinting that all of this is fake and scripted. And ever since I started following that page, I'm like, hold up, this actually sounds believable. Because think about it. Who have they been showing in the stands the last few years? Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift again. Every single time they cut to the crowd, the camera is locked on Taylor Swift. It reminds me of back in the day when Kim Kardashian was dating Reggie Bush and he went to the Super Bowl. Anytime a football player is dating a huge celebrity, it turns into a whole spectacle. Kim was massive at that time, honestly bigger than Reggie himself. She even ended up on the field after he won the Super Bowl, doing interviews. And Reggie was clearly heated, like, I just won the Super Bowl and she's over here doing press. So yeah, that's my little conspiracy tangent. But back to Cardi. Ever since she started dating Diggs and showing up at games with Robert Kraft, I've been like, oh yeah, this Super Bowl run is paid for. I'm not even gonna be surprised. Every time she's there, the publicity goes crazy. Watch them take this all the way to the Super Bowl. And then I started seeing clips where people were asking Shaq about the NBA. And Shaq was basically saying, yeah, sports are rigged. That's a script. He told the story about one time when they were headed toward the finals before they even knew who they were playing. He said he overheard Coach Jackson telling someone to book hotels in San Antonio, talking like they already knew where they were going to be staying when they won the championship. And Shaq was like, we didn't even know we were playing the Spurs yet. They hadn't even made it that far. And once he heard that, he said that's when it clicked for him. Like, yeah, this is a setup. He was like, sure enough, they didn't go to the Super Bowl, obviously, but whatever the basketball version of that is, listen, I don't really watch sports like that, okay? But they ended up going to the championship game, and guess who they were there with? The San Antonio Spurs, and they ended up winning. He said they already had their championship rings picked out and everything. So yeah, hate to break it to you, babe, but sports is rigged. That's why I already knew Cardi B and Stefan were gonna win this game. I wouldn't even be shocked if they go on to win the Super Bowl. But anyway, let's pivot, because now we gotta talk about Cardi B. Cardi showed her whole ass the other day, and I don't think Stefan liked it too much because he low-key went on TV hinting that he might have to check her. So let's get into this mess. If you don't know what's going on right now, Cardi B is going viral. There's a little 4-year-old girl whose dad makes videos of her picking which football team is gonna win. He puts the little helmets in front of her and lets her choose. Well, Cardi thought the little girl picked the Patriots to lose. But according to B with the T, the child actually picked the Patriots to win. And Cardi B, being Cardi B, completely missed that. After the Patriots won, she jumped online talking about F that little white B. Like, girl, hold up, that is a baby. Had that been Nicki Minaj, you already know she would have been canceled into oblivion. It would have been a full-blown outrage. But because it's Cardi, everybody laughs it off and nothing happens. So go ahead and take a look at this chaos, and then we're gonna talk about how Stefan went on national TV, low-key letting it be known he might have to put Cardi in check.
It's lit. What are they talking about? Another candle blown out. What y'all was talking about? Why would you say that? Another fire put out. Why would they say that? Look, my shit going low. Another fire. What Quinn? Another fire put out. Why would they say that? That little white girl said they weren't gonna win. Fuck that bitch! I told ya!
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of clips floating around saying she cussed the little girl out because the child supposedly said the Patriots were going to lose. But B with the T said the little girl actually picked the Patriots to win. So my question is, what the hell is wrong with Cardi? Like, who wants to hear somebody screaming like that all day long? She honestly makes me feel like I need to stop yelling, because my man always tells me I talk too loud, and I'm like, what are you talking about? This is just how I talk. But no, all of that right there, that is annoying. Like, seriously, what is wrong with her? Who wants to hear all that noise? That's not cute. That's not sexy. You're talking about your man like that, screaming at the top of your lungs. Who wants to hear that all day? Nobody. And then I saw people saying once she realized she was on live and couldn't backpedal or delete it, that's when she started with the I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, because she knew she messed up. Like, how do you fix your mouth to say F that B? I don't even know if she said little, but she definitely said that B talking about a white girl. That is wild behavior, especially after you and Nicki went back and forth and you said you would never talk about kids like that, and now you're doing it over a man? That's weird. Cardi, this is just sad to watch. There's no excuse. There's no I was hyped for my man. No, that's not an excuse at all. But anyway, Stefon ended up interviewing with some reporters. They asked him about Cardi going live and supporting him after his games, and listen closely to what he had to say.
Videos from Cardi, her reactions to the Patriots winning. Are you?
Yeah, it's cool. I gotta holler at her about one recently, but
when your man says, I gotta holler at you about something, listen, that's never a good sign. He's on national TV saying, yeah, I gotta talk to her about one of those, and that's not cute. That's definitely giving you done pissed him off. Like, no debate, you irritated him with the antics. All that going online, yelling, screaming, doing the most, calling it support. Girl, why can't you cutely support him? A sexy way. Put a jersey on, look polished, look like the WAG you claim you want to be. But honestly, what do you expect from someone who would cuss out a 4-year-old on Instagram Live or TikTok Live, wherever it was, who gets online with millions of followers and says F that B, F that white B? That's insane behavior. It got so bad that the little girl's dad had to step in. Actually, people reached out to him and he explained what was going on. He said he had to privatize his page because they were getting threats, real threats. People were saying wild stuff like she should have thick skin if she wants to be on the internet. Mind you, this is a child, a 4-year-old. People were really saying she shouldn't be online if she can't handle it. Meanwhile, millions of people were flooding their page. So yeah, they had no choice but to lock it down. But anyway, let's get back to the rest of this interview, because after that, we're gonna show how Cardi was talking to Stefon's mom. And honestly, what do you expect from someone who doesn't even show respect to your own mother?
of course she's been an amazing supporter of just me and, you know, the Patriots. She wasn't a football girl before I converted her over, but I'm just thankful to have her in my corner. She's an amazing woman, and, you know.
It really gets on my damn nerves when girls suddenly act like they love sports. Like me personally, I do not like sports at all. My man loves sports, and I've been with him for 20 years. You think I ever forced myself to like sports just because he liked it? No, baby. I still don't like it. It's still boring to me. I can't do it. But what really kills me is when chicks get a man who's into sports and all of a sudden it's, oh, I'm a Lakers fan, or oh, I'm a Patriots fan. That mess is fake to me. I'm never switching up what I like just to match a man. That's cringe. That's weird behavior. But hey, that's what the pick-me girls do. Now let's get into what Cardi B did today, because she was on the field with Stefon after his win. She was standing right there with his mom, and I already know she had to be getting on his mama's nerves. And I know Stefon is probably going to have to check her later tonight, because Cardi, I know how you move. You cuss, you turn up, you act however you want, but you do not talk crazy to somebody's mother. That's a hard no. There's a certain way you speak to someone's mom, and this right here, this is not it. But then again, this is the same woman who just said F that white bee about a 4-year-old child. So honestly, what do we expect? Alright, let's take a look at Cardi and Stefon after the game, and listen closely to what she said to his mama. hell no. Absolutely not. Why are you yelling happy birthday straight into his mama's face like that, girl? What is seriously wrong with you? Something is genuinely off with that behavior. And if Stefan ends up snapping and having to seriously check that situation, I'm not even gonna be shocked.
Man, be smart, but when it don't, crash the out. It's our first them, man. Ain't nobody like us. Ain't nobody believe in us.
That clip right there was Stefan about a week ago telling his teammates to get violent and crash out. He's never beaten those allegations to me. In my opinion, he did everything those women said he did. But hey, maybe he actually likes this type of energy. Maybe he likes somebody screaming happy birthday in his mom's face. Maybe that's his thing. Maybe he's cool with his mama getting yelled at on national TV right after her son just won a game. I don't know. That's why I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Cardi was out of line for cussing out that little girl or being loud and disrespectful in his mama's face? What do y'all think? Drop it in the comments, talk to me, I'll talk that. Make sure you like the video, hype the video up, and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned because we're about to get into the rest of what happened at the game today.